Good question.
Hey guys, Tom here. Just thought I'd make a video on some of the beginner questions that people have when they start match betting. So whether you've started yourself or you're still deciding to take the plunge, then I'm sure you've got some questions that you'd love to be answered. So hopefully I can do that in this video for you. If not, then feel free to email your question over to help@teamprofit.com or just post it in the Facebook group and we'll try and get it answered for you. When I first started myself, I had like so many questions that I wanted to know the answer to. So I've tried to include some of them in here as well because they helped me back then. So hopefully they'll help you, as they are the most common questions that people tend to ask. And if you watched my how to get started video, you'll see I answered a few like how much money can you make from match betting, who can do match betting, like obviously anybody can do it, and like do I need to place a bet before. So if you want to go back on our channel and watch that video, that will explain a few, but hopefully I'll go into more detail in this video and explain some of the other things as well that I'd love to have known when I started. What actually is match betting? It's a way of making money from online betting websites using their free bets and bonuses that they offer new customers. So obviously there's loads of bookies in the UK and they're all battling for your business. So they'll sort of offer you like a free bet to bring you in and or a free bonus or something. And what we can do is we can exploit these free bets and bonuses using match betting. I'll give you an example. Let's say England are playing Germany in the World Cup final and William Hill are doing a bet £10, get £10 promotion. That's sort of like a standard offer that these bookmakers offer. What a normal punter would do, he would come along, he would bet £10 on, say, England to win against Germany. And if England win, he's happy because he's made money. If England lose, he's obviously lost his money, so he's £10 down. What we will do is we'll come along and we'll bet £10, again, just like the punter, on William Hill, on England to win. But then we'll also go onto another website and we'll bet on the draw, and we'll also bet on Germany to win. So as you can see, we're betting £10 on William Hill for England to win. On another website, we're betting on the draw and on Germany to win, so we're covering both outcomes. We don't win any money and we don't lose any money either, but we get a £10 free bet from William Hill, so we're in profit. And that's basically how it works in a nutshell. If you go onto our website at teamprofit.com as well, you can see in the video guide section, we go into a little bit more detail here about like how to work out the calculations and the odds, etc. But it's basically that. You just make sure you cover both sides of the outcome. So we've got England on one side, we've got the draw, and Germany on the other side. You're not winning any money, you're not losing any money, but you get a free bet, and that's how you make your profit. So who can do it? Who can actually do match betting? If you watch the starting out video previously, I sort of touched up on it. Anybody can do it. Like I said before, we have all walks of life. We've got students wanting to pay off their university fees. We've got retired people that just sort of want some extra cash after their working life. We've got like stay-at-home mums. So if the husband's sort of the main provider and he's gone to work and the mum's at home with the children, then she can still help provide for the family and do it at home while she's there. And then we've just got other people that just generally want to save up some money, or like maybe saving for a house, or you just want a holiday. Like anybody from all walks of life, we've got people like that in our Facebook group and on our website as well, teamprofit.com. Anybody can do it, and you don't ever have to have placed a bet in your life before. You can just literally pick it up from us on our Start Here guides. So we've got the match betting for dummies, which will sort of teach you about betting, but we've also got a section telling you like that anybody can do this, and how, if you're new to betting, how to basically place a bet. It can be quite daunting at first. I said before that when I started, I didn't even know what 2-to-1 meant or 3-to-1. And you're probably watching this now like, what is he on about? Yeah, what am I on about? You're like 2-to-1, 3-to-1. That's just like odds that are made to confuse you. We sort of simplify that. When you start match betting, you'll understand like how the odds work, how to convert them. Like you just understand the math straight away. It's very, very simple and easy to do, and anybody can do it. Literally anybody. So how much money can you make? If you looked at the starting here video as well, you'll see that it sort of explains the welcome offers and how they work, how you can start with £10, turn it into 800, start with 25 or 100 and turn it into 1,000. That's still the case. Like when you sign up to the bookmakers, they'll have sort of their welcome offers, and these are the amounts that you can turn them into. And then afterwards, after you finish signing up to like your Ladbrokes, your William Hill, your Coral, etc., you can go into the reload section. And here we've split it into Team Regular and Team Hustler. So as we touched on before, you can turn your 4 hours a week into about £300 a month if you're just doing it part-time, sort of like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes a day, if that, if you can just hop on 15 minutes of your lunch. And then if you want to sort of get every last penny and pound out of match betting, then you can make probably up to about £1,000 a month, spending 14 hours a week. So that's maybe like 2 hours a day. Maybe you spend more time at a weekend and less in the week. But if you're looking at around 14 hours a day, then you can definitely look at about £1,000 a month. Another question we get asked quite regularly, not necessarily by the people that actually want to do it, but by like their friends and family, is it legal? So like I had one of my friends' girlfriends was asking this all the time, and he was like, yes it is, and she was like, no it's not. It is legal. Basically, we're just using free bets from websites. You can do whatever you want with your free bets. They're giving you them as like a gift. If you want to bet them, you can bet them. If you don't, you don't. Like there's nothing illegal about it whatsoever. You're just basically betting on one website and betting on another. And the best thing about it is it's tax-free. So even though we know we're not gambling, we're being quite clever about things. As far as they're concerned, we're gambling. So anything you win on the website is tax-free. If you win £50, £50 will go into your bank account, completely tax-free. And obviously, are there any risks? I mean, match betting is all about being risk-free. So you're covering all outcomes of an event. If, like the example earlier, if you're betting on Manchester United to win and you're betting against Manchester United, your money's going to be somewhere. So there's no risk. However, you could make human error. Like we all make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes in my match betting life. You might, I don't know, one of my most common mistakes was I bet on a horse and then I went to bet against the horse and I accidentally bet on the wrong name. So I bet on one horse and I bet against the other horse and it all just went crazy. I ended up losing some money, and it happens. Like people do make mistakes, but this is just human error. Like if you follow the guides and you just double check everything, then no, it is risk free. You should not lose any money whatsoever. But then, yeah, you could do if you make a mistake. But then, you know, you're making so much money. You make like £1,000 from the startup guides anyway, and then you're going to make like, I don't know, £300 a month if you're team regular, £1,000 a month if you're team hustler. If you do make a mistake and it costs you 50 quid, so what? You've already made a couple of thousand anyway. So you know, it's just you learn, I guess, and move on. Like everyone makes a mistake at some point, but it is risk free on the whole. Yeah. It can also be puzzling what to bet on sometimes as well. So when you've got your welcome offer from Ladbrokes or William Hill, what do you actually place your bet on? Like, do you put it on a football match? Do you put it on a horse race? Do you put it on the tennis? We generally advise people to do football as much as you can. So when the football season's on, because the Premier League is like the ultimate betting for any gambler in the UK. Like if you think of your friends that place bets or put accumulators on, it's always on the Premier League. If you look at our blog though, every Monday to Friday, so every Monday afternoon, and then every Friday to Sunday, so every Friday afternoon, we'll post selections. This is basically our favourite list of games that week. As you can see, this current week, the football season's finished and we're almost coming up to the World Cup. So there's not actually that many football games going on. But this will show you what to place your bets on. So these are like the biggest games that week that if you do bet on, you should be okay with. Like there should be enough money there to bet. The bookies shouldn't really look at your account in a weird way because they're high profile events. And yeah, so this is the Monday to Friday one. We do advise horse racing as well. Horse racing is another pretty good thing to bet on. Maybe don't always use your free bets on it because the bookies know that people do that. But a lot of people gamble at horse racing on the weekend especially. So you're generally okay on a Saturday if you bet on the horses. If you do it on sort of like a Monday and Tuesday every week, then they might have a little look at you. But Fridays and Saturdays and sometimes Sundays, you're pretty okay with the horse racing. Try and stick away from tennis. That's only because the bookmakers have different rules. So some of them will require the whole match to be played. So like the tennis match literally to have finished for your bet to stand. Others, if a player pulls out injured before the first set's over, they'll cancel your bet. But then the other website might not cancel your bet, so your money will be exposed. So just basically the rule of thumb is avoid tennis, stick to football and horses just to start with. And then obviously as you understand more, you'll understand the rules of tennis and like the retirement rules about like how bets get voided, etc. And then you can start moving on to tennis as well when the tennis season's in. Once you've used all your sign-up bonuses, it can be sort of daunting what to do next. Like, where do you find all of the free bets to join the Team Hustle and Team Regular clubs, like to make that £300 or £1,000 a month? We recommend people signing up to Odds Monkey, so you can see a link in the description at the bottom. It's £1 for a 7-day trial. Just test it out, see if you enjoy it or not. Basically, they have a daily offer calendar. So if you click on here, this is the Odds Monkey website. Go to the top on the offers and the daily offer calendar, and this will basically have every single offer, every single day, telling you how to make a profit from them. And you can like click on them and open them up, and there'll be a guide on how to do it. And it will tell you if it's guaranteed profit or potential profit. So like this offer here, you're guaranteed to make £3 plus. The other ones are all sort of potentials, so they'll require something to happen. Each day, depending on how much time you put into it, you can make like £30-40 a day, which would be like £1,000 a month if you're a team hustler. If you're a team regular, you should just be aiming for £10 a day on average. Some days you might make nothing, but then on weekends you might make £30-40. So it just averages out in the long run. If you do join our Facebook group as well, people do tend to post their own offers on the Facebook group. So if a website's emailed them or something, they might just take a screenshot of it and post it on here. And then every lunchtime on Monday to Friday, I post my lunchtime profits. So today was Wednesday the 30th of May. And as you can see from here, I made a quick post, easy £9 from BWin, and there was a £5 bonus on William Hill. So it was a guaranteed £9 profit today. And then you could have made maybe another, I don't know, is sort of a £5 bonus. Some people made nothing. Some people made like 20, 30 quid. But this is every day, 12 p.m, so lunchtime. And it's just basically how to profit on your lunch break. So this, combined with the daily offer calendar on Odds Monkey, is basically all you need to get your match betting journey up and running. With some of the Odds Monkey offers as well, we've got our own guides section on our website. So if you go to our reload guides into the Team Hustler section or the Team Regular section, we sort of explain how to do the Odds Monkey offers. So with the horse racing, one of the main ones at the moment was William Hill 2 Clear High 5. You just click on this and it will just explain exactly how to do the promotion, like how you make your money, how you make your profit, the key terms. And then if you go on the Facebook group, people are normally quite helpful as well. They'll just answer any questions you have, and everyone will celebrate when they make money together. But other than that, yeah, just stick to the calendar, Odds Monkey calendar. Follow the link in the description so you get your free your trial for £1. Otherwise, you have to pay the full price, which is I think $17.99 at the time. And then another thing that you need to learn with match betting is the word gubbed. You might never have heard of it before. It's spelled Gubbed, and it's the word that we all dread. It basically means that a bookmaker doesn't want your business anymore. So they either know you're match betting, or they just think you're winning too much money off them, and they'll just basically send you an email normally telling you that you're no longer welcome to bet with them, or you can bet with them but not take their promotions. They will normally email you. Some of them don't. So like Coral, for example, they'll just restrict your account. You'll only find out when you log in. Sometimes they'll email you, sometimes they won't. It just happens. It's going to happen at some point to some of your accounts. There's nothing you can do really. All I would suggest is mug betting, which is another thing you'll learn. It's just where you basically place a bet and a bet against with no promotion whatsoever. So you'll place your back bet and you'll bet against the outcome, but it's just for no reason whatsoever, just to make your account look good. It just happens. Like you will lose accounts along the way, and when you do, you just got to move on and use the other accounts basically. There are ways we can use gubbed accounts. One of them is called arbing, which we'll go into a bit later. But to stop being gubbed, I would just keep like mug betting. Maybe don't do every single promotion. Maybe if there's a promotion for £25, put £20 or £18 instead of the full amount. That way you won't get flagged up. But no one really knows the formula. So just when it comes, just take it on the chin basically, and just move on to the next bookies. And finally, where do you get help if you need it? Obviously, we're a free website, so we don't charge you a single penny for anything. However, we do have help and support available. If you wanted sort of instant support in the daytime, your best bet is to come on our live chat support button down here. If you go onto our About Us page, you'll see Chris, Dan, myself, and Bushra. So one of us four will be on the chat and we'll answer any questions you have, maybe something I've not covered in this video, maybe just a question you have before you've started match betting, or maybe you're like looking to place a bet and you just need to make sure that it's correct, so that the numbers are right. Then we'll definitely be able to help you there. We've also got email as well, so you can email us. It's help@teamprofit.com, and we're normally quite quick at replying to those as well. Bushra tends to handle the emails overnight, or myself or Dan or Chris will reply to you as well. And also we have the Facebook group, of course. The link's in the description, and this is literally everything. Like at the moment, we have 6,032 members. At this time. If you have any questions, you can just post them there, and normally someone will respond to you like within the space of minutes, and it's just other members. The community is great. Obviously, with it being free, everyone's helping each other. It's just a really good tool to have. So get in the Facebook group, and if you need any help, you got live chat, you got Facebook group, you got email. And one final thing, if you sign up to Odds Monkey, which we've posted the link in the description, you get your £1 trial for 7 days. They have a free one-to-one session. I think it's 30 minutes long, and you basically get a phone call with an Odds Monkey member. I think it's either Russell or Christian, both pretty nice guys, and you can ask them anything about match betting. They can teach you how to do the sign-up offers. They can teach you how to move on to reloads. They can teach you how to do like horse racing refunds. They can just basically teach you anything, because they've been doing it themselves for years as well. And yeah, they're just really, really helpful people. But you only get that if you're an Odds Monkey member. So if you do want to sign up, do it through us. You'll get the £1 for 7 days. Otherwise, you have to pay the full amount. And if you just need any help whatsoever, just get in contact with us. Thank you. Cheers.